It's R94, and today we're going to take a look at the Camaro ZL1, and we're going to do the Camaro SS because these are part of the custom bundle for this week. Now, this is the custom bundle that I'm not talking about. So you get this Camaro, you get this car, and you get these. So you get the smoke if you don't have it. I have it already. This nitro, this underglow, and they give you the wheels, but it'll cost you 25,000 crew credits, which is real money, or it'll cost you 17,500 if you own some of the parts. See, I don't own this, but I own everything else, so they want to charge me 17,000 just for that. So if you don't care about that, don't do it, but it's worth, but make sure you buy the cars first if you're going to invest in the thing, because you'll save money, and also buy the wheels, because the wheels cost crew credits. They don't cost the actual credit money, they just cost bucks, so do it that way. So yeah, let's get back to the video. So let's get into it and take a look at customization for the first one, and then we're going to get in the second one and take a look at customization for that, and then we're going to take them for a race. So obviously colours, you can do a range of different colours. I prefer the blue personally. And then visual parts, so you can go for whatever ones. You've got exposed carbon if you like that, that's pretty cool, but it's going to restrict your view inside the vehicle, isn't it? So it depends on how you drive, but you can see there, pretty cool. So we might run that just because. Front, so you can change all your splitters, you can do the double split off. So we're just going to do most of the extreme stuff, like make a wide body so you can stick the tyres out more. Wheels, if we're going to go for any wheels, it's got to be HREs, I feel like. So we'll go with, I think they will look the coolest on this. So we're going to do that. We'll have this colour here and make about that big, I reckon. They look cool enough to me. Then here we can do the stance, so we can pump out the tyres as much as we want and see how low we can actually get it without it looking silly. Actually, you can go all the way down with this without it looking silly, but I'm going to go up at the one there because I like the way that fitment is. And here for the rear, we'll do the same, even though we're going to do a wide body. So for now we'll just slam it like that and we'll see what we're going to get to. Exposed carbon, not a big fan of it. No, I prefer the black. And there you can see, bump out the wide body, and then we can go back to our stance and have a look. Now I say we go about there. That looks nice enough to me. We'll cut with this, we'll have like a dark red just because. Rear wing. Is there anything cool that we want? I suppose that looks nice to me. I do like them blue tip exhausts, but can you get that with a stock bumper? Doesn't seem like that's available. So we're just going to leave it as is. That looks all good to me. Bumper and rear wing, yep, okay. And then we'll revert this to stock, I guess, because yeah, that looks pretty cool to me. And now we're going to get on to the next one. So we click drive because we're already in it. It looks pretty nice, I think. Now let's go to this one, because this is the second one you get, so it's the older one. But let's see if we can make it look any good, because the customization on the older ones, not very nice. But obviously this does have 800 horsepower, pretty nice, nearly 900. Colours, so what colour do we want to go with? We could go with two blues. Orange, yellow might look nice. I say we go with this orange colour, because it's a bit different. Visual parts, load of different hood options. That looks weird on this, but what do we go with? I don't really care for anything sticking out, but that looks kind of cool, a little bit more aggressive. We'll go with that. Front bumper, I kind of want to keep the lights, even though I do like them lights, but then it looks It does look a little bit strange when you put them lights on. Massive fenders, not a fan. So there's a lot of customization because it's basically stuff on the. This has been in the game for ages. But I might go with that extended bumper just because it buffs it out a little bit. I don't know if that would be the term I'd use, but it's the term I'm using, isn't it? So we want that with a stock lights. What's the stock lights again? So them. So that, I suppose. Even though I feel like they look better. I'm gonna go with that because I'm a fan of that more. Front fender, can we have a wide body? Nope, doesn't look like it. But rims, what rims are we gonna go with? We could go with some BBS. We could go with HRAs. Should we go for the ones that the crew actually put on? Part of the bundle, they're doing these, but I don't think they look good on it, personally. I'll say we run something like these. I feel like they'd fit the time period. We're going to go with, here we're going to go with a chrome. Like that. And this, I say we do like a metallic. And then we just make them around there. Yeah. That's not too bad, I don't think. Stance we will do after. And then we'll just do, we could do matching, maybe. I say let's just do matching, why not? Wing mirrors, don't care to change that. Skirts, maybe we'll go with that. Just because it'll match the front bumper. That, not a big fan of. Spoilers now. I feel like this or the drag wing. Let's go with the drag wing. Because we don't have much carbon on it anyway. And we'll go with... let's just keep the rear stock, I think. Nothing really, the lights don't get tinted, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool to me. Vanity options though, what I do want to do is I want to tint the windows. So we'll just go with these black window tints here. That's very nice. Now, we're going to take it to a race. These wheels do make cars look majorly different because this looked ugly before, now it looks kind of fresh. So let's take it to activities. The activity we are going to do is part of the Liberty Walks one. And we're going to do groundworks. Because I think this is one where it switches the vehicle. So we're going to take a look at groundwork, see if it works for us. And then there we go. So event playlist, we'll go on custom, clean driving, stick it on difficulty of 3, why not? And then we'll choose the cars. Yep, so we get to choose 2. So this is what I wanted, so we can put them both in the same playlist. Which we're going to Corvette here. And all we're looking for is the orange one. Select. And then we're looking for the blue one, which is here. So let's get into the race. So if you're enjoying the video so far, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, because I'm taking a look at 2 cars in this video, in one video. So if you like this format of content, then maybe we'll do it again next time. Some races do have 3 cars that they switch to, but I'd have to learn which race that is. I can't remember which one, but there is one race that does switch between 3 cars. And hopefully it's not too long. Because obviously you'll get longer races out of these switch races, but it's whether you like that form of content. As you can see, this car, it's not too badly handled. I like the way it looks. If you don't agree with my style choices, then that's cool. It's all fine for everyone to have different opinions. But this thing, nice. It doesn't sound great, but hard to hear it over the alright, the screaming down here. But obviously we're just going to try and hold the lead, keep them behind us, take this outside to come on the inside, and we'll take this outside straight here because it's just an easier way to hold your speed up a little bit more. Obviously the left hand side is probably a bit faster because it looks a little bit straighter, but we're just going to go with keeping our way, holding on to the lead, I guess. So far the car doesn't feel bad. Through here you do have to slow down a little bit, especially through this tight corner, because you will hit it even though I did. And the guy on the right, Duke, he's just going to fly down because he's going to have a better exit plan here. By the looks of it, is he going to be able to take us though on this corner? We're going to hold the inside line. And he looks like he's in one of the same cars, but I can't tell if that kind of looks like a black Supra. And soon we'll be changing over to the next car, because as we approach now to 50%. Here we go, change over, and we're in this beauty, which should handle better, I assume. And it should be a bit quicker. I expect these cars to be a lot louder than they are. Seems a bit silent. But being that this is the car you want for this section, because it's going to have a higher top speed, I assume. I'd assume this will be the better model out of both of them. But you know, with a custom bundle, you get both of them. So you're going to get both of the cars at a fraction of the price. But these Shoeis with that, you're going to have to use real money to get that bundle. So what I recommend you doing is just purchase the cars on their own. I did this video just so you can see what they're offering available, but you're best off buying the cars on their own. So this might give you an incentive of, maybe you didn't like the first car and you thought, oh, I'm going to get that Camaro SS just because they look kind of cool when you put some wheels on them. And this, you might just not like this, but then when you see a video you might think, oh, I like the sound of that, or you like the customization, and you're going to go with it. That's all the reason I do these videos, take you back to some of the previous cars we had in an update, or cars that have been there for the start of the game that you just want to experience. And this is one I recommend you experience, because this car, beautiful car I think. Obviously customization wise, I wouldn't usually run that bonnet or this spoiler, but I dig it, it's kind of cool. Take tight left there. Obviously you can go a lot faster through this section because there's a lot of shortcuts. But it's up to you, are you going for times or are you just going for the nice drive like I do? So there we go. It's only a 4-minute race as well. It's a good, this is actually a brilliant race to get parts, because you can mix it up with 2 different classes and you get parts that way. That's how I've done mine on this loads of times. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.